Everyone in the world, please listen close. It's time to understand true life, let's go. If you ever broke bread in the belly of the beast, then you had to know the difference is war and peace. Be still the heart, let us concentrate. Let go the evil and all things that complicate. Breathe, stroll through the garden and vegetate. We can find peace if we all just meditate. Let's find a sinner, release the inner sinner. Impossible with war with no sides to winner. Happier together is the healing process. Now let that digest and we can progress. Deliver me a world with all problems solved, and I'll show you a species truly involved. Find peace of mind, release the hatred. Let us all come together and break the matrix.
In your mind, search and find a relief from all the stress that this whole world can bring. Ways to find different ways to live. Ways to find a better way.
Now everyone in the world, please listen close. It's time to understand true life, let's go. If you ever broke bread in the belly of the beast, then you had to know the difference is war and peace. Be still the heart, let us concentrate. Let go the evil and all things that complicate. Breathe, stroll through the garden and vegetate. We can find peace if we all just meditate.
In your mind, search and find a relief. Just look inside, see what your life can bring. Ways to find a different ways to live. Ways to find a better way.
Let's find a sinner, release the inner sinner. Impossible with war with no sides to winner. Happier together is the healing process. Now let that digest and we can progress. Deliver me a world with all problems solved, and I'll show you a species truly involved. Find peace of mind, release the hatred. Let us all come together and break the matrix.
In your mind, search and find a relief. Just look inside, see what your life can bring. Ways to find a different ways to live. Ways
At the center of all things is you. Peace and joy with love and your happiness. Light a candle bright inside of you, and it too will light the next one, and the next one, and the next millions of candles will brighten up the whole world. In this world, we know there is hatred, greed and hunger, and suffering. To be free, free from all of these things, remember that the one place peace can be found is within. Now we'll join together and make it happen. Let's make the world at peace through meditation. Now we'll join together and make it happen. Let's make the world at peace through meditation. Now we'll join together and make it happen. Let's make the world at peace through meditation. From now on, may the bright light of peace at the center of each of you be a beacon for the true and everlasting peace. Let's make the world at peace through meditation. Now we join together and make it happen. Let's make the world at peace through meditation.
Hello, everyone. Respectfully, venerables and the great honors. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Suchada Thomalai, and it is another my great opportunities to be as a moderator for today's event. And on behalf of the Alliance of Buddhists, or the WAB and Network, we would like to welcome everyone with the great pleasure to the World Peace Day Forums. This program is being held on 18 to 20 September 2021. And for today's event, the program starts from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Thailand time via application Zoom. And today is the second day of the event, which we will have a seminar on the theme of World Peace through Inner Peace. I'm sure that everyone has already known that inner peace by meditation is very important. Humanity can find peace, can find the true world peace without starting from the happiness in mind. This is inner peace. As long as all humanities cannot find inner peace, the real world peace cannot really happen. So today's event was created by the World Alliance of Buddhists, or WABs and Network, because we would like to discuss about the keywords world peace through inner peace. And before we start the seminar today, I would like to introduce our schedule and honor our honorable guest speakers to everyone at this time. So first, we will start with a welcoming speech by Venerable Dr. Pornchai Palawatthamo Pinyapong, the President of World Alliance of Buddhists, WAB. And after that, we will start the seminar as the first honorable speaker is Venerable Dr. Bante Saranapala, the global public speakers and teachers of mindfulness meditation spiritual councils, the fathers of Canada, a mindful and kind nation. And the second one The honorable speakers, Venerable Bhikkhuni, Dr. Ming Yu Chi, Deputy President of World Alliance of Buddhists, WAB. And after that, honorable speakers, Mr. Zhou Si Huang, Senior Specialist Department of Religion and Volunteer Affairs, Buddhist to Chi Charities Foundation. And after that, honorable speakers, Dhammakshaya Andrew J. Williams. And next, the honorable speaker, Venerable Professors Dr. Nao Kamla Dhammasami, Fathers of Institutes of Buddhist Psychology, Songdi Chan State, Myanmar. And after that, the honorable speakers, Dr. Ong Si-yu, the president of Malacca Buddhist Lodge. And after that, honorable speakers, Professor Dr. Utit Siriwan, directors of PhD and DBA programs, Charisma University and Apollos University, vice presidents of global research. And after that, we will meet honorable speakers, Mr. Vannarat Burana Sitipon, advisors of World Alliance of Buddhists, WAB. And after that, honorable speaker, Mr. Puran Meshram, executive vice chancellors, Nagpur University. And the last one is honorable speakers, Dr. Kakan Malik. He's a famous actor from India. And we will have a closing speech in conjunction with pay homage to the trip regime, spreading our loving kindness by Venerable Dr. Kwanchai Palawattammo Pinyapong, the President of World Alliance of Buddhists, invite Venerable Dr. Kwanchai Palawattammo Pinyapong, the President of World Alliance of Buddhists, to give us the welcoming speech at this time. นมัสการค่ะ
Thank you very much, Sister Dr. Suchada Thongmalai, lecturer from Philosophy and Religion Department, Kasesa University, Thailand. So first of all, may I ask the permission from all the Sangha to lead everyone pay homage to the Triple Gem together. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantam Abhivatemi Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Sanghang Namami Kantamayang Buddhasa Bhagavato Bhuvapakanamakkarang Karomase Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Bow. Second bow. And third bow. May I pay respect to all the Venerable, all the Bhante, all the Sayadaw, and good afternoon, everyone. Today is the second day of the World Peace Day Forum, and it's my great honor to welcome everyone to joining this program again. Venerable Bhante, Sayadaw, brother and sister in the Dhamma from many countries. The International Day of Peace marked on 21st September, established by United Nations 40 years ago in 1981. The objective is to stop the violence, stop the war, and sharing each other, save the world, and make unity and harmony for all human beings. And after that, they have the theme for the International Day of Peace every year until now. This year, the International Day of Peace is the same day of the attainment of the Dhammakaya of our Master, พระมงคลเทพมุนี or หลวงปู่สดจันทสโล on the full moon day of 10 lunar month, and this year on 21st September. So our Alliance of Buddhists Organizing Committee, we organize this program to have the objective to commemorate the International Day of Peace and to declare that the world peace should come from inner peace. That is, and we would like everyone to sharing the knowledge each other from international countries. So that is our objective, and our program is have the 3 day on 18, 19, and 20. Tomorrow 20 is in Thailand is also the National Youth Day, because the two king of Thailand, King Lama V and King Lama VIII, he be the king when he be young, the youth. So that's why in Thailand tomorrow National Youth Day. So the program of World Peace Day Forum tomorrow is the Youth Peace Contest, but the topic is World Peace to Inner Peace. Started from, we start from 7 to 8:30, and for 18 and 19 we get the honor from many knowledgeable speakers from many countries such as India, Nepal, Myanmar, Australia, Taiwan, Thailand, Malaysia, many countries. So I would like everyone to enjoy the program during our forum. So I would like to return my microphone, turn back to our MC to invite everyone to listen to our speakers now, and welcome everyone to join the program with happiness.
Next,
thank you very
we
much.
would like to invite everyone to listen to our honorable speaker, Dhammachaya Andrew J. Williams, to give us how inner peace can make the world peace. Namaskaran ka.
Thank you very much. Nice to see everybody. So inner peace obviously is where it starts. The peace of the world, or world peace, has to come collectively, but has to start in the mind of the individual. And I'll use the Buddha's teachings of the 6 paramitas, or 6 transcendental perfections, to explain how we can attain this inner peace. And hopefully this balances out with all of the wonderful words just spoken and to be spoken as well, and gives everybody a balanced idea on how we all can improve ourselves individually, and then of course collectively help to influence others in a positive way as well. So we call generosity the door to the Dharma quite often, because generosity, with generosity or dana, it allows us to decrease our self-centeredness, to decrease our attachment to this thing that we call ourself. We only call it a self. Actually, this self cannot be found anywhere. So generosity, we must put this into practice. This is like the foundation of the practice. We must give material aid to those that need it. We must give protection from fear to those who need it. and we must give the Dharma. Of course, this can be in formal teachings, the Buddhist teachings, but also can be anything that is good. If somebody needs something as simple as to learn how to grow their own vegetables, for instance, and you know how to do it, you share that. This is like the giving of the Dharma as well, being a good influence. So the more generous that you are individually, the more you will radiate generosity outwards. And therefore, all of the people around you can feel that vibe, and they can adopt it themselves if they want, if they feel the need and the want to do so. Generosity helps us, like I said, to be less self-centered, less attached. When we are like this, it is more likely that we will practice morality, the second of the 6 perfections. We will be moral. We will engage in the discipline of avoiding non-virtuous actions of our body, speech, and mind. We must also be disciplined in engaging and accumulating and generating the virtuous actions of body, speech, and mind, of being of benefit and not being harmful. And also we will engage in the discipline of benefiting others. We are more likely then to perceive that all living beings are like our family, not just human beings now, but all the living beings around us, from the tiniest insect to the largest land mammal and sea mammals on this planet, and other realms of existence as well. So generosity, when the mind is more generous, then we are more likely to not do anything wrong, to not do anything harmful, more likely to bring benefit to ourselves and to others. When the mind is like this, then we can practice what we call patience, shanti, or forbearance. I'd like to point out as well, a disciplined mind, a mind of morality, gives rise also to strength, to inner strength in our practice and walking the path in the right direction. When the mind is patient, we are humble, we are stable, and we are flexible mentally. Humble because we realize that there's no self that is separate from others in this world. We're all interconnected. So how can you put yourself above others? And vice versa. Stable, it's not like we're blown around by the winds, what we call the 8 worldly winds or 8 worldly concerns, praise and blame and so forth. And also flexible, able to deal with any difficulties that arise. We should be patient even if we are being harmed, whether that be physically, verbally, mentally, environmentally, economically, all of these things. We should be patient when we experience difficulties, especially on the Dharma path, or for anybody that doesn't practice the Dharma path, the path to peace of some sort. We're going to, as we purify our mind, then the karmas, you could say the results of the karmas, or the fruit of the karma, will ripen much smaller than they will if we don't purify the mind. So we will experience some difficulties, some obstacles on the path. But we should be patient with this. It's almost like we are being patient with ourselves, actually. We should also be patient with the nature of reality because we don't understand it yet. We are not Buddhas yet. We are not perfect yet. And the nature of reality, maybe we don't understand. Don't get upset about it. Once again, this is actually being patient with yourself being patient with ourselves, being patient with our faults, and then calmly doing something about it and correcting. Being patient with all of those things that we need to change. So patience is very, very important as well. And of course, we relate with other living beings, and we're all different. You know, there's different ways of thinking of the universe and so forth. You mentioned diet before, there's different diets. We must be patient within ourselves and then radiate this outwards. And that way you can be positive influence on others around you. And like the pebble in the pond, as you throw the pebble into the pond, you know, the ripples go everywhere. Even if you can't see where the ripples go as they get further away from you, you can guarantee this is affecting everyone and the whole planet and beyond. I share something with you that one of my masters many years ago, when I was in the temple in California, he said, you must be really careful with your body, your physical actions, your speech, and your thoughts. Because even if you sneeze here today in California, it affects the weather in Paris. And it's quite a deep teaching, actually. And what he meant by that is that everything we do affects everything else, even if it's only a little bit, you know. So at very first, we should really avoid, going back to discipline, avoid those actions that are really big and have intense negative intentions behind them or motivations behind them. That's what we really need to really avoid that. And then, of course, if we do fall off the Dharma path, we be patient with ourselves. And then we work to purify these negative actions by practicing the 4 powers of purification. In other words, repentance, confessing to ourselves ultimately, but utilizing virtuous objects such as the Buddha and so forth, your teachers, and have some positive regret that we engaged in some negativities, and then make the resolve not to do it again, or at very least to work very hard to not, or to give up these habits that lead to you engaging in these negativities, and then to engage in that repentance practice to improve ourselves always. When the mind is patient, now go back to that, it's more likely that we're going to make enthusiastic effort to maintain a mind that is wholesome, and to relinquish and eradicate a mind or thoughts and so forth that are unwholesome. And we're also going to make the effort, the virya, to maintain an altruistic intention, or known in Sanskrit and Pali as bodhicitta. The bodhicitta, great compassionate intention to benefit all living beings, to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all, and to help them to do likewise. When we do it like this, the mind has nothing to feel bad about. The mind becomes more clear. We're able to practice concentration, or develop, I should say, generate this concentration to be more clear and more clear. Initially a very ordinary level, and then it can go to extraordinary levels, and then to really, really extraordinary levels of concentration by practicing meditation. With the practice of meditation, the mind becomes more ripe to realize a supreme wisdom. And then that is real, true inner peace, compassionate, loving inner peace. And then radiate it outwards continually. So don't just keep it for yourself. You know, I like to say often that, you know, you can see the bud of a flower, beautiful flower bud. This is like inner peace. But then you see the blooming of the flower. This is like you radiating this inner peace, love and kindness, compassion outwards. So I encourage you to do so. I'm really happy to be here today to get asked to take part in this auspicious event. And I look forward to hearing the other speeches as well to come. So may all living beings be happy and have the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be parted from the happiness beyond suffering. And may they abide in equanimity, free of bias, attachment to the near and aversion from the far. We shall cause this. Great compassionate Buddha, please inspire us to be able to do so. Thank you.